Welcome to Daydreams, Scapes. This hilarious actual play podcast will capture your imagination and leave you wanting more.
So join us as our players traverse the fantastical realm of Valamir, where orcs are paladins,
elves are clumsy, and thieves are terrible at their jobs. Ready, set, roll.
Okay. Take notes. Excuse me. A reward has been bestowed for the captor of Solonia. 150 gold pieces. To be returned to Duke of Nora.
right?
Unharmed. In bold letters on the bottom.
Doing sorting out your box.
Oh.
What?
Upon opening the box, there is a vial inside. This vial is long and thin and cylindrical. The liquid inside is oil-like and in a rainbow hue.
Interesting. Superpowers.
Is that all?
That's all that's in the box.
That's all that's in the box? I'm gonna put the vial in my bag and toss the box on the side of the road.
Are you serious? A silver box? That's worth money.
You can pick it up if you want to.
I probably will.
You're a hoarder? You gonna pick up the silver box?
Yeah, I assume that it's worth a fair amount.
Probably worth a couple of gold pieces, yeah.
Does my armor class get affected? Because I put on the greaves and the helmet?
What were you wearing before?
Just my chainmail. And I had my medium shield.
Your chainmail would have came with the same.
Okay.
It would have had pants. These ones wouldn't fit you anyway. He's a human.
Okay.
It'd be too small. But you can keep them if you want. They're worth money.
They won't fit on, like, my wrists or anything?
You're gonna put a pair of pants on your wrist?
Put a pair of pants.
Well, yeah, you, like, break it down the middle and slide each leg over an arm?
Yes, they fit on your wrists. They're not going to improve your armor class if you start tearing apart pieces of chainmail.
You're gonna wear a pair of pants on your wrists.
You assume you could probably fetch a couple gold pieces out of them because they're intact, but they're not going to help you in any way if you're trying to put them on or, like, repurpose them, unless you want to carry something in them but not water because it's chainmail. So this horrible obscene venture has taken place.
Yeah, I'm probably about to make it worse, too.
Again, Nalia, she starts crying.
Nalia?
Or sorry, Solania. Why did I call her Nalia?
I don't know.
Who's Nalia?
A barkeep from one of our previous games?
No. Solania, she starts crying. And she says, that man worked for my father for years, and you just killed him.
At your protection.
She says, I understand, I am grateful. It's just, you've done so much.
He asked us to sell you, child. He wanted to trade you for money.
She says, I'm done with the road, just get me to Hera. Please.
As fast as we can.
I'm gonna use some rope to tie Sir Knight up in a crucified stance on one of the trees along the road.
Jeez.
So when his friends.
There's no trees. You could tie him up onto the building.
I'll
but
tie him
there's-
up on the building in like a
There you
crucified
go.
stance,
Draw attention to us.
so that when his friends come looking for him, that's what they will find.
Gillian, you fool. What's
All right.
wrong with
They
you?
won't know it was us. There's no witnesses.
Erase 30 feet of rope.
Okay,
We're at least drawing them to the direction.
that leaves me with 10.
Or you could just get rid of all of your rope, I guess.
No,
If that's
I need
better
10 feet
for
of
you.
rope.
10 feet might be necessary.
10 feet.
But he's
will
gonna throw away
tie
a
up
silver
your,
box.
glaive at least.
Yeah.
All right.
He's an orc.
He's an orc.
He doesn't know any better about any of this.
He's not very intelligent now, is he?
Yeah,
don't really.
I use a little bit of the rope to keep the glaive tied to my backpack, so that's probably what I'm using that 10 feet for.
Smart.
What's a glaive? Shin guard?
We have
Large
picture.
polearm.
You have book.
It's one of those books. It's that one.
You said he has glaives on his legs.
Greaves.
Greaves.
Greaves. Yes, it's a type of leg armor.
I don't know which one it is. Give me a second.
I know from just looking at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I didn't know which page it was on. That's the start. Do it.
So it's that one right there, the first one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought we were talking about Greaves. Yeah.
Well,
typically
I have that one right there, the third one.
That's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute. It's a good little.
So if you're ever questioning which one I have, it's the third one in.
Yeah, the nastiest orc-looking one. Yeah.
Yeah, the
of course
nastiest
it is.
orc looking one.
Kind of reminds me of.
That's why it left a giant hole in the chainmail.
Oh. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You ride the rest of the day uneventful on the wagon. After crying for many hours, Solania just sleeps.
Thank God she fell asleep.
Seriously.
God, she's like never seen anything in
It
her
may
life.
have been my fault. I tried to sing for a while, but I don't think it made her feel better.
It may have been her old friend that you staked up on a pole upside down.
Yeah, that'd do it.
He wasn't upside down.
Yeah, he did it right side up, but still.
Pretty sure he said upside
Pretty
down.
gross.
No, I said crucified.
I thought I heard upside down. No, not a big deal. But regardless, the point still stands.
All right. The next
I
night,
can imagine you singing to her.
the next night comes, and
Oh, sweet dreams. Dream of blood.
Gillian, no.
Dream of conquest in the
Gillian, you're just gonna wake her
mud.
up. Or you're gonna give her nightmares.
Dream of death.
If there's anything
For
true in
God has told.
Does anybody
You
have an
must
apple?
purge these untold.
Gillian, shut up.
I guess we'd need a pumpkin to keep his mouth closed.
That sounds like
Yeah,
just
pumpkin.
real army songs. Anyway,
She's not an orc.
All original copyright Gillian.
Thanks, Gillian. As nightfall comes, Dale declares there's no secret rest for us to go to. We will sleep on the road or off the road.
I could drive a cart like this. I say we stay on the road and we take turns driving. and
Taking
sleeping.
shifts seems like it would be a good idea.
Yes.
Dale looks you up and down. He says,
If you did that, I would have to leave you, unfortunately. My God has sent me on a mission, and I cannot stay here on a wagon.
Wait, what?
Now Gillian's gonna leave?
Like, you can't.
because
If
they're
you-
going to continue.
No,
Like-
if you were talking about like being permanently a wagoneer.
Oh, no.
Which you were just
to
talking
Hera.
about.
Just getting to Hera.
Because he's an ass.
We're trying Gillian, we're trying to make it to Hera. Like,
We're still going to
We're-
the place
we're not
supposed to be
becoming-
going to.
I thought you wanted to take up wagoneering.
no! He really is a simple man, isn't he?
He really is a simple man. I
I'm
have
breaking
to say,
into song in my head, by the way.
Is it a copyrighted song?
Yeah.
Dale says, as long as the orc doesn't drive the wagon, and don't make the horses run. If the horses run, they will weaken. If the horses weaken, we will not make Hera, we will make our certain deaths.
Sir Dale, can the orc pet the horses yet? You've said no all these days. Please, I just want to pet the horsey.
Could you just let him pet the horse? It's really frustrating.
He says, we've been riding for 1 day.
Again, he's a simple man. He will not shut up about. He will not let it go.
He says, if you can be gentle with the horses...
Gillian, can you promise to be gentle?
Gillian's already in front of the horse, and he's kind of... and he's bent over. He's bent over, and he's like,
Okay, doggy, shake.
and he puts his hand out.
The horses are as tall as you are. At least at their heads.
I thought you said they were small horses.
I know, but I'm trying to shake its
Yeah,
hoof.
they're riding
He
horses,
is
but
a
they're
dummy.
horses.
He is a dummy.
Is the horse intelligent enough to know that I want its hoof in my hand?
Most aren't.
Smart. Roll charisma.
Roll charisma. Okay, not an animal handling.
I could probably come
You
do
don't
it.
have any animal handling.
So I needed a 17 and I got a 16.
You stop the caravan, and the horse will put its hoof in your hand.
And I'll shake, and then I'll get back in the caravan.
All right.
All right, is everyone happy?
Go back to the wagon and get in. Dale says, I'm begrudgingly not happy with this whole encounter. This is terrifying.
Wait.
He says, I don't want to speak for myself and Solania, but we avoid treachery and whatever your friend Gillian is doing. We avoid this. He says, but yes, Fleet, you may take the reins of my horse. As long as you walk it gentle, I might get some sleep. He says, I invite the rest of you to get some sleep as well if you can.
I will be ever so kind to your horse. Oh, I wish we had a bard.
Wait, so...
A bard?
Yeah, a bard can play a lute.
Oh, sweet
And-
dreams. Oh, sweet dreams.
No more of that ever.
So, typical nightly thing, I'm gonna kind of...
You can do your routine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Detect Evil in each direction to kind of see if there's anything around us.
All right. At this exact moment, luckily for you, there is nothing.
Okay, I feel comfortable enough to fall asleep.
All right. You guys try and make sleep on the wagon. Are you gonna try and sleep, Ilion?
Yeah. Well, how long you're gonna like?
She's gonna ride the wagon to.
Wake me
Hera.
up when you're
She's gonna
tired.
hold them
I'll take
reins.
Will do.
We're only on day 1. Or, I mean, day 2 now.
Yeah. Day 2.
Actually, we're almost done with day 2.
yeah.
Which means, well, yeah.
Night of day 2. All right.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. 3 hours go by. I said it again. You can mark it. 3 hours go by, and from in front of you, you are approached by a large white horse with a silver figure abreast it.
Interesting.
A breast?
This might be a good time
top?
to wake us up.
Okay, so the silver figure doesn't have decent looking breasts?
Hold, please.
Is it a female?
You wouldn't know. You're sleeping.
Well,
So it's a large white horse with a silver figure and breasts.
Breasts.
a breast.
And not breasts. I don't know why I said that. Now I hate all of you.
But one boob chick.
A single breast.
A single breast.
The horse has
Especially
it.
fitting armor.
It's a dude holding a turkey breast. I have no idea. I'm so excited. Okay.
Very hungry.
Okay. So 3 hours goes by and we are approached by this. So can I tell if it is a male or female?
As it as it comes close, it is wearing plate mail armor. It is wearing boys' plate mail armor because it doesn't have room for boobs.
And it's coming at us from Hera?
Correct.
That's not as scary.
It's approaching directly.
I almost don't want to say anything and just...
And as it gets close to the wagon, it's going to turn to the side to let you pass. And then as it seizes your cargo, it is going to rear the horse, turn around, and try and get in front.
Okay, now I'll wake up the guys. Gillian! Wake up!
And it'll stop sideways in front of the wagon.
Guys, wake up!
I'm awake. What is it?
Oh, bless the great gods! Why am I awake?
Everybody,
We've been stopped!
No, everybody in the general vicinity is.
Yeah, everybody's awake. The goblins are running away.
From where I wake up, can I see this shiny metal armor?
You can tell that the carriage has stopped, and you can see that there's a knight on a horse in front of it.
Detect evil.
Detect.
You don't detect any evil.
Okay. The person is not evil from my godly senses.
Well,
As I will-
sense is evil.
First time, I will announce that I can sense evil to the group.
Well, that would have been nice to know a while ago, Gillian.
Well, he'd been doing it all along.
So he says he is not evil. And, yeah, I guess if that sparks anything in you.
What do you want? We're trying to get to Hera.
What do they sound like?
He says, the maiden.
Handsomely, manly?
What maiden?
Do they got like a
he says-
Gustav accent?
He says, the maiden on the wagon.
I wouldn't consider maiden any type
Excuse
of
me!
maiden.
I am a knight. The maiden.
Nobody
on the
cares
wagon.
what your purpose is, or we care your purpose. We don't care who you are. What do you want?
He says, I am Sir Dudenschmidt.
Well, I assure you she has nothing to do with you.
He says, everything.
I'm not trying to metagame. Did you show anybody the note, or was that information you kept to yourself?
I didn't show anybody the note.
Okay.
Alright. He says, I come for this woman. I come to protect her. And save her. And save her from her captors.
I need no saving, and I am not a captive.
He says, not you, madam. He says, the woman on the cart.
I assure you she has no business with you.
She's awake, and she's within earshot, I imagine, at this point, because I screamed.
He says, well, she has all business with me.
So she should be able to speak
Excuse-
for herself.
hold on. Whatever your name is. Turn back to Solandra?
Solania.
Solania? Do you know this man?
She says, I don't recognize him. He's wearing a helmet and armor.
Well, seems you have the wrong person. Be on your way.
The knight says, no.
Is there something wrong with your voice? What has happened?
He says, I won't be on my way. I need her. She must come with me to Hera.
You sound a little creepy, sir.
To Hera?
Be on your way, or we'll be run through you.
Why do you want her for Hera?
He says, please, sir, I'm not, I'm not picking a fight. I don't want to fight anyone. She will come with me.
I'm gonna stand up out of the carriage.
To Hera.
And I'm gonna look at him.
Sir Knight, we are already on the way to Hera. You shall accompany us to make sure she arrives there safely, same as we are.
Do I need to roll charisma?
You don't. He says, your terms are agreeable. I will escort you to Hera. You will go into the town safely.
Who is this guy?
Why
'Cause-
do you want to take her to Hera?
He says, it is my knightly duty.
So far, I've had no disagreements with the people of Hera. I've only heard bad things about the people from the city we're coming from. Till they give me a reason, I ain't gonna start chopping
Who
them
sent you?
he says, I would ask you, who sent you?
I asked you first.
Why do you have this maiden? What
business
are you
of
doing
that
with
is
her?
Originally,
yours?
we were sent to be guards for the city of Hera as a job. We were supposed to meet with a Alexander when we arrive at the city.
Alexander.
We met this woman nearly dying in the woods. She asked us to accompany her to Hera.
He says, I know Alexander well. He is I'm one of his knights.
Are you the first day on the job? Like, I don't understand what is happening here.
He says, no, of course not.
You sound confused.
He says, I'm not confused.
There's a very angry orc being very nice to him. It's a little confusing.
Slightly thrown off here.
He says, what are your intentions with this maiden?
We have no intentions. We are here to get a set. She has asked us to accompany her safely, and that is what we are doing.
He says, is she unharmed?
Does she look harmed?
She was starving when we found her.
She's
Her
actually
horse was
drinking most
dying.
of our water.
She's been on the recovery since we did.
He says, then you have done a service. He says, I will accompany you to Hera.
And you're one of Alexander's knights, you say?
He says, oh, yes, the best.
Well, you may ride in front.
He says, very well. And he'll lead the caravan.
Are you ready to drive?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna let Ilion drive now.
I'm gonna talk to Sir Dale.
All right.
Have you ever seen this man in the city as you frequent it?
He says, I don't know the knights. He says, I've seen many wearing his armor. He is wearing authentic armor from Hera, as you can tell. It has a blue... It has a blue plume on the helmet.
Blue plume.
He says, in the cape. He says the cape. He says, it's definitely one of them. Yes.
It's a big
What's
mistake.
special about the cape?
Superheroes
Does it have a
should never
symbol
wear
on it?
capes.
It does. It has a white cross on
White
blue
cross.
on blue
Oh.
tapestry.
No wonder Gillian's getting along with this guy so well. Religious symbolism.
Good enough. So you guys make your way. You're trying to get some sleep? A little shut eye?
Tally ho.
I'm gonna walk alongside the knight and discuss with him. I'm gonna tell him I'm a paladin
look at him
of
fondly.
the Imperium on a journey from my king's
Alright.
order.
He tells you, he says, I've never heard of the Imperium before.
I see.
He says, where from do you hail?
Far across the seas. I do not know which land I landed in, honestly, or which direction I came from. My ship was lost at sea.
He says, well, easily you've made it to the best land. He says, you are on the continent of Loeb. He says, we will take good care of you here in Hera.
Aye, this country seems in need of much help.
He says, yes, and we need more knights. Like myself. And probably you as well.
Aye, us noble ones must stick together.
He says, very noble.
I'm basically just gonna bullshit with him and walk alongside him as we travel.
That's what we hear.
Yep. You guys get within the site of the city. To the west, you can see a river and a large docks.
Which way are
As-
we facing?
As you approach, what's that?
Which way are we facing?
South.
Any ships
As
at the
you
docks at
as
the
you
moment?
start to approach the city, this knight turns and stops the caravan, and he flips up his mask, and you see a young man. He's probably, maybe at best, 15, years old, 16 years old. He says, I can't take the horse. Or, sorry, he says, I can't take the horse into Hera. I stole it. He says, but Solania is my betrothed. I'll take her and sneak back into town. You take the horse.
Like how?
Does Solani have any reaction to him flipping his helmet
Yes.
open and saying this?
Yes, she absolutely does. She, she's happy about it. She'll actually jump off the wagon. She'll go up to this guy.
Okay. That is a reaction I'm happy to see.
So that is why she was trying to get the...
Oh, I'm sleeping, though, so I don't know.
Oh, Hera? Hera?
Hera.
Yeah. Like the...
Alright.
Greek
Well, this
goddess.
has been weird.
Yeah.
He gets off of his horse.
I don't think that's copyrighted.
Could be.
No, I don't think Hera's name's copyrighted. They use
Hera.
way too much media.
Oh.
Way too much media uses her name.
I don't know what that is.
Well, let's
The
see,
Greek
shut up.
goddess.
No, Hera is like a
Oh, yeah,
plane
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, gods are not copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumps off of his horse and she runs up to him and she tries to hug him, but he's wearing armor. And he says,
Awkward hug.
He says, you have to understand, I did what was necessary. I'm a squire.
Young boy, where did you get the armor?
He says, I'm a squire for Alexander. I took it from the guild. I took the horse from the stables. They thought I was a knight. I needed to. I had to find her.
I'm gonna nudge him on the shoulder,
One of the best, right?
kind of making fun of him. Because that's what he said just like earlier. He's one of Alexander's best knights, as per his own words.
He says, well, I'm a squire for now, but I will be a knight. At least if I don't get caught stealing horses.
Yeah, that's a bad deal.
He says, but you understand I had to find her.
Sure, whatever.
Sure. Whatever, boy.
Be gone with you now.
She's happy to be with you, so we're sent to protect her. If she feels safe in your arms, you know, whatever.
He says, tell them the horse was loose and you found it? And we can go into town.
Yeah.
He says, I'll compensate you. He says, I'm paid well, even as a squire.
Some boy gave it to us, right?
Young
I'm just
squire.
kidding with you, young lad.
He says, please. He says, do the right thing.
We won't tell anyone, it's fine.
Young squire, does the city of Hera have a church or an orphanage?
He says, 2 churches and yes, an orphanage. He says, I was from the orphanage, in fact. It's in the slums.
That kind of explains your nervous tick.
He says, you're very intimidating, the lot of you. I had to pretend to be a knight in front of this hulking mess of
Frankly, if you come up to us as a little
Gentlemen.
boy as you are, we may not have come at you so harshly.
He says, I did what I did. I would have defended myself to the ends.
You're fine, boy. Go along.
The stutter and crackling changing voice makes sense now.
Yeah.
He's
yeah, I know.
prepubescent. That's Toby's excuse for his accent changing constantly.
Yeah.
What it was. This is all written down, by the way. Solania and him disappear towards the west. And the horse is left there.
Are they walking?
For you to care for. They're running, but yeah.
They're running?
Yeah, they're running away.
Edwaldsy
To the west.
Hills.
Around the walls of the town.
Okay.
As to not go into the front gate.
Well, we'll go with Dale. I'm sure he'll be able to get us in.
Alright. Is anybody going to grab the horse?
Yeah. I'll grab the
The
horse.
stolen horse?
Alright. You guys get to the gate.
Gillian's gonna protest when you try to take the stolen horse.
I do not think we should take stolen property.
We're returning it to the people who it was stolen from.
Aye, but what if they blame us for its theft?
We're here to work for them. What problem should we arise?
It's up to you.
I'll take full consequences. Don't worry about it.
I'll take full consequences. Oh, that was probably really bad for the podcast. Paper
No.
Scratching across the mic.
I was like, what did I say?
No.
More editing for me.
Yay.
You could leave a lot of it in.
Just giving you shit.
5 minutes pass, and you guys make the gates of the north side of Hera. Hera is a very symmetrically sound city, very large walls in front of it, very large metal gate. The walls are 60 feet or so, solid stone, cobbled together in a very professional manner. This city looks ancient and well made. However, you can only see a market district from through the bars of the front gate.
Do I see any church towers anywhere?
That's a good
They're pretty tall.
Church towers are kind of tall sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I see some church towers that are pretty tall over there. Yeah, actually, so looking through the gate to the east slightly, you can see the bell tower of a church.
Sweet.
Cool.
So cool.
There are reasons I'm looking for a church, mate.
Alright. You get to the gates. As you pull up to the gates, you have this horse, and the guards walk up to you. One of them approaches you directly. He raises the visor on his metal helmet, and he says, "What business do you have in our town?"
We're on hire for
Sir Alexander.
Sir Alexander. God duty?
We were sent here to be gods.
We found this
like
horse
you.
along the way.
Well, not quite like you. You are great knights. We are measly gods for the city.
Anyway, we found this horse along the way. Don't know if it belongs to anyone here, but it came from this direction. Figured we'd pick it up along the way. Is it yours?
The guard says, "No, it is not mine." He says, "To the stables with it, then."
Right.
He says, "Quite strange, you admitting to finding a horse. Usually, merchants would be selling it."
I'm not a merchant.
He says, "But you're driving a caravan."
We're here. He has given us a ride.
We are the gods.
As I told you, we are here on hire as guards for Sir Alexander. He has merely given us a ride as we give him safe passage.
He says, "You're throwing the name Alexander a lot."
It's the
Well, you
name we
seem
were
to be-
given.
You seem to be confused. It's the only name we have to go off of as to who we're hired by.
He says, "You wouldn't have been hired by Alexander. Who
No.
hired you?"
It was. Did we get the man's name? An elder man at 9 tails or 9 eyes.
It was the Inn of Nine Eyes in the city of Lobe. No. Yes? No,
Continent's
Continent of
Lobe.
Lobe. Damn it, what's the fucking city called?
Merc.
Mer.
A man by the name of Merc.
He says, "Very well, on your way." He says, "Gods, lift the gate." And the gate rises.
I'm gonna be detecting evil on these individuals as I pass them. Anyone... Can I pick anybody out of the nightly
No.
vicinities? No, they all seem like pretty decent guys.
No, yeah, starkly, there's no bad guys. There doesn't
Weird.
seem to be anybody who's evil in
They're
the
all evil.
They're all...
They're
guard
evil
ship.
spellers that
I'm
propose to
gonna
not be
say
evil.
that to the party.
These knights all pass as clean individuals under my god's eye.
I certainly hope so. Thank you.
And I say this loud enough that the knights can hear me as well.
All right.
Of course he does. He says
Of course
everything
he
loud
says
enough.
everything loudly. And
His whisper is loud enough.
the guards let you pass through, and
I'm saying this quietly, so...
as you go into the town, Dale says, "To the right is the stables. We will stable my horses, and you should stable the found horse as well."
Very well.
You go to the stables, and you get to the gates, and a very young man, probably
15, maybe?
probably 11 or 12 years old. He runs up to the gate, and he goes, "Oh, hey there, miss. Oh, hey there, sir. Oh, hey, Dale. Oh, good to see you."
When did I wake up?
And he
Last I knew, I was sleeping.
kicks the
I imagine you would have woke up
doors
with all
open.
the commotion of people talking and us going through the gates in the city.
For all we know, you might still be sleeping.
and
Right.
he goes,
Oh, hey there, miss. Huh?
and he goes, "Oh, geez, Dale. He's just like last time, huh? Except for there's another horse." He goes, "Wait a second. That's not your horse."
Right.
He goes, "Well, it's a gold piece a night stabling the horse here."
Well, the horse has nothing to do with me.
He says, "Well, I don't understand."
It was stolen by who knows who, and we are returning it
Oh.
as per the guards at
Look.
the gate.
All we know...
So take
we
it.
found this horse. I said, does it belong to you? I don't know where it belongs. I'll keep the horse, I don't mind. But it's not rightly mine.
He says,
Is it yours?
He says, "Oh no, the horse's name is Nalia."
Alright, so you know the horse.
He says, "Yeah, it's one of the knight's horses."
Right, okay, so you know it's not mine. Why are you trying to charge me?
Which knight's horse?
He says, "Well,
Which?
I believe it's Alexander's horse."
Oh. Well, that was a bold move.
That's what I was wondering.
I believe he'll be happy to have it back.
He
I
says,
like the kid already.
he says, "It's the best horse in the stables."
Wise choice.
He says, "Nalia, I use her to train the other horses. It doesn't always work, especially the ones that don't stay very long."
Definitely not the horse we need.
Probably a reason for that.
Glad we are returning it.
It's probably the horse's fault.
It's the horse's
Probably the horse's fault.
It needed a break and it ran away.
The horse did all of this.
The horse killed some people and strung them up along the road.
He says, "Oh no, Nalia's paid for forever.
Forever.
I'm sorry, I didn't mistake it." He says, "Well, come inside." Dale kicks the kid a coin and he says, "Oh, good lad." He says, "Comb 'em." He says, "I know you like to comb 'em again."
Weird.
And
Is the kid evil?
the wagon
Is the
and
kid evil? Most likely.
no, he's not. The wagon and the horses go inside, and Dale hops off of the wagon. He says, "End of the line," and he reaches out his hand to Selenia. Or no, sorry, she's gone. He reaches out his hand to Fleet.
I'm awake?
Yeah.
You
and
never
what-
said that I was awake.
You are the one who says whether you're awake or not.
Yeah, I think you
But he
determined that.
reaches out his hand to you and he says, "Hey, end of the line. Get off the wagon."
Hey, wake up!
I'll
Wake
get
up!
I'll get off the wagon.
Are you awake now?
He
Yes,
says,
I'm awake
he
now.
says, "You don't sleep in the stables." He says, "We have better places to be."
But I like the smell of horse dung.
Sounds about right.
He says, "Gross."
Not gonna lie, it's way better than cow poop.
He says, "Hey, Shorty. This one likes the smell of horse dung. Could she sleep in the stables?"
I don't wish to sleep in the stables.
Shorty says, "Oh, gee, well, I don't really have company all the time. You could sleep here if you need to. That's fine. I mean, I won't
Walking
charge you
away.
or nothing.
Walking
you can just,
away.
There's,
I'm walking away.
okay.
I'm walking away.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady!
You're really pretty. Sorry you don't want to sleep in the stables. I heard you like horse poo. I kind of smell like poo all the time. Okay.
I'm already long gone. I can't hear him anymore.
She
Bye,
can hear
lady.
him. She can hear him.
He wants me to keep going. As you guys walk away from the stables, you hear, "Oh, geez, Magnolia, you haven't been here in a week or so. Oh, you're so pretty. Let me comb you.
Isn't this a young kid that we
I didn't detect evil from
like
the
an
boy,
11?
right?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure bestiality would be considered evil. And I didn't
this is a
detect
different
any
kid.
evil from the kid, right?
No, there's nothing weird going on. Why are you guys fucking assholes? Is D&D supposed to be all corrupt and crazy?
Yes.
He's a little too attached to these horses.
The guy
Where-
who runs the stables is
Yeah.
too attached to the animals. That sucks.
That sucks.
How dare he?
Get out of here, beast.
Double brushing the horses that he hasn't seen in a
Double
while.
brushing the horses.
Brushing. I don't know if I
Makes it
said.
so much more
I
sinister.
don't know if I said double brushing. That sounds like a lot.
You
Let's
said to
talk
make
about
sure
what
to
that
brush
means.
them twice.
This is an intermission, so it doesn't even need to edit it out.
Did you say intermission or intervention?
He can be both.
I don't know, Orc. What is double brushing? Anyway,
I'd really like to know this.
yeah, I don't want to. I
I don't want to.
I just want to drop. I want to
Whatever
forget
this
this
is.
I want to keep this
conversation
monetized.
Yeah, I don't want to continue down this path.
I don't want the only place I can upload this to be on the hub.
I said
I like
Making
how
a
at first
tally.
He's like, you're gonna just distract me with that. Now he's reminding you when he does. You have conditioned him.
Yeah, but when he reminds her, he says it again, so it's technically 2 within that sentence.
Cool.
So we just walked away from the creepy stable people.
Yep. And
Creepy stable people. Oh boy. Very creepy though.
Are we like in a
Dale.
marketplace?
It should be a little bit comforting that he was like overly taken with Swifty, not the horses.
Dale tells you beyond the market. Sorry, I'm looking at a map. Beyond the market, past the stables, to the south, you will find an inn. It is called the Red Leaf. He says that's the most savory place to stay if you have the money. And if you don't, further along, towards the right, by the church, is another inn. He points to the steeple you saw earlier.
Is the like
He says, this is where the rabble-rousers like to hang out. He says, make sure you lock your doors if you stay there.
What is it called?
He says, good question, madam. I don't stay there. He says, oh, it's called the Clink Tavern and the Drink Inn.
Interesting. Long name.
He says, owned by 2 brothers.
Clink and drink?
He says, I
Well, that's
officially
much better
don't
name.
believe that's their names. He says, but that's the name of the inn. He says, I have a house here in Hera.
Oh, la-ti-da.
I will bid you adieu.
what hour of the day are we looking at right now?
It's nighttime.
Nighttime. So
Yeah.
none of the markets open currently.
No, the market's all shut down. There's wagons, but they're all closed.
What kind of wagons?
Covered wagons?
Why does that sound so
I'm gonna
sinister?
start making my way to the church, and I'm gonna tell everyone.
I'm going to see if the church will welcome me for the night. Meet me here at the market early tomorrow.
Alright.
How early's early? Because
I will be here when the stores open. When you arrive is up to you. More time for me to shop.
Very well.
Seems like something he would like to do. Oddly.
Oddly.
Well, I'm not going to the tavern.
So,
I'm going to the Red Leaf.
splitting the
I'll go to
party.
the Red Lion as well.
You can deal with me whenever you want to and play with them for a minute, but I'll make my way to the church.
Okay. Alrighty then.
I know. And you just said it twice, baby.
I didn't say it. I said alright.
3 times.
You guys are gonna make your way to the inn,
Yes.
and you're gonna make your way to the church.
To the clink.
Alright.
The clique.
That's jail.
Sounds like a.
You're going to the dirty inn?
No, that's where he's going.
Oh, no, he's going to the church.
Which is the Clink Tavern and Drink Inn.
Is near the
No,
Clique Tavern.
that's next to it.
He said the sloppy inn is near the slums by the church.
Texas size 10-4, good
the
buddy.
good inn is where you guys should go.
Which, I mean,
called
is
the Red Leaf.
very, very typical. The church is near the slums,
He's
unfortunately.
probably gonna go near to the sloppy inn.
All right. So you split the party, as is wont to do in every D&D campaign. It's
Great.
perfect. So you start walking through the city. It's a huge city.
I'm looking at that giant church tower.
It's
I'm
very
just
large.
walking
Yeah,
that way.
and you're just going to walk towards the church tower. And you are just heading past the stables and a couple other buildings to get to the inn.
The Red Leaf Inn.
In fact, just past one more building. A very large stone building. And to the Red Leaf Inn. Alright. As you approach the Red Leaf Inn, we'll go with these guys first, because you said to do that. As you approach the Red Leaf Inn, you see a guard patrolling the area.
Is it necessary to speak to him?
He
go
probably has information about
That would be to
Alexander.
your want. If you want to speak to him, you can. If you don't want to speak to
He's
him,
not going to go out of his way to speak to you.
I
guys.
guess-
I don't know, I'm pretty important.
Unless you're staring him down or you're doing something suspicious.
What
Which,
do
I
you
mean,
think,
something suspicious.
with that one sneaking about, you never know what's going on.
I'm not sneaking right now.
Well,
I think we should talk to Emilian.
As already stated, good evening, good sir.
all right. As you say, "Good evening, good sir," the guard approaches you.
Of course,
He's-
the rogue would want to talk to the cops.
He says, "You must be new here. Welcome to Hera."
Yes, we are quite new.
We're so excited to be here.
She's really excited to be here.
He says, "This is a very exciting town. Unfortunately, you've caught us at dusk, and the market's closed down at dusk."
There's no curfew, is there? Are we violating curfew? We don't want to do that. We were hired to be a guard of Alexander. Do you know Alexander? Are you a guard of Alexander?
He says,
Holy shit.
"Don't believe that they're called guards of Alexander."
Guards of Alexander.
He says, "Alexander is the commander of the guard in Hera, yes?" He says, "You were hired by Alexander?"
No. We were hired by Merc.
He says, "Oh, yes."
Oh, God.
He says, "All new recruits are to post at the barracks."
Oh, no.
Well, we're not. We're for hire. We're not his knights. We were told to post up here at the Red Lion.
We were told to come talk to... What's his name? Alexander.
I keep forgetting that.
What?
I get a +1 on my damage adjustment for my strength. So every attack I've done, I should have added 2 to it, not just 1.
I think you've held
Gotta
yourself
remember
well.
to do that. Yeah, but I could have
I could have
fucked him
really
up.
done it.
Yeah, I could have probably
Could've
killed
done a little
people
better.
with like 1 attack. You know that 6 that I rolled when it was just a 1 could have been fucking 9.
Good point.
He says, if your business is imminent, the Knights Guild is located by the prison. So is the guard post. He says, if your business is not imminent, go to the guard post, find yourself sleeping quarters, and you will be visited in the morning.
Well, that sounds delightful.
We'll speak to him in the morning.
He says, very well. He says, mind you, the guard post isn't sound accommodations. As long as you can be in the ranks in the morning, I would stay here. And he points to the
Red Leaf?
the Red Leaf Inn. Yeah.
Yes, that is our intention. Well, good night, sir.
He says, bright and early in the morning then, recruit. He nods his head to you guys. He's wearing a blue plume. He's wearing a cape with a white cross on the back of it. You guys go to the Red Leaf Inn then?
It's going to be great.
Alright. You walk into the Red Leaf Inn. It's a lot of old people.
Oh, yeah, nice.
There's so many old people here, Ilion.
It's kind of weird.
It smells funky.
I agree.
They probably have lots of good stories.
You can tell immediately when you walk into this place that it reeks of money, and you may not have enough money just to be standing here, let alone staying here.
Oh, good.
How are they all dressed?
Nobly.
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 So noble.
Speak to the innkeeper. Innkeeper!
Alright, you walk up to the bar and to the bartendress / innkeeper.
What is your room for a night?
She says, by the looks of you,
Wow.
she says, 5 gold a night is a standard room. She says 10 for a suite, 20 for the headquarters.
I'll take 5 gold. It's not that bad.
I'll do 3, you do 2.
Sure.
Since it was the opposite last time.
We'll take a room.
Alright, throw 5 gold down. She says, and what to drink for the gentleman and the lady?
Take a fine wine.
Alright. She looks at some of her Patreons, and then she goes to a cask and pours you a glass of wine. She brings it back. She sets it on the counter, and she says, and for the lady?
Surprise me, darling. Whatever's your favorite.
She says, oh, my favorite. She says, I do believe we have ciders.
Ooh, I love cider.
She walks back, pours a glass of clear liquid, brings it back, puts it on the counter. And it is drank.
And it is drank.
It is drink.
It is drank. Drink, drink, drunk.
It's
Woo!
it's quite stout. Roll Constitution roll.
Roll constant. Oh no.
Like, oh, dang.
A drunk halfling. That's the last
and,
thing.
then the halfling is shirtless on the bar.
Well, I succeeded, so
God.
I rolled a 3.
All right. It's right up your alley. It's quite what you want, and you have
Hence the woo!
yeah, and you have a good
That was
drink
the
with a
shirt
little
coming
woo. The old people in the bar are taken aback by your attitude, and some of them think it's quite fetching.
That's about right. Quite fetching.
Cutscene. You're walking to the church past the slums, and
So, I was gonna say, are the slums before the church or after the church?
the slums are on the east side of the church.
What am I looking
church
at when
is
I
a
see the slums?
Giant front. The slums are small stone buildings and lots of tents.
Do they have like doors?
Wooden, put together, shambly sort of places. Some of them have doors. Some of them are, like I said, tents. Like
Rough count. How many shelters would you say there are?
Oh my gosh. Meager shelters, about 35 or 40 that you can see, and sound buildings that are there, like apartments and whatnot, about 10 or 15.
Okay.
So a lot, but not a ton.
I'm gonna walk throughout the slums, and I'm gonna detect evil on the meager shelters. And any of the ones that I don't detect evil in, I'm gonna leave 3 silver coins in front of each one until I use up 30 silver coins.
Wow. Alright.
It's like right in front of the door, kind of on the doorsteps.
You are
Only on the
you're
ones that don't have
horribly
evil in 'em.
surprised to find that you don't really detect a lot of evil at all in this whole vicinity. And you start leaving coins on the footprint of the doors.
If there's not a lot, then I'm gonna go ahead and do 60 instead. If there's not a lot of evil in the so I'll put 3, pretty much 3 on, what's that? 3 on 15 or 3 on 20, I think.
Putting 60 silver pieces?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
thought you said 30 silver pieces.
Originally,
changed it
yes,
to
but
60.
as I realized that there wasn't as much evil as I was expecting there to be in the slums, I, as a paladin, felt even more generous.
Fair enough. I missed that part. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh,
Down
edit that
to
out.
43 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Oh,
You
that's
put
it.
silver on 20 doorsteps on your way through the slums. Almost immediately, just the first 20 doorsteps you come across. And then retire to the church?
Yes, and then I'll head to the church.
To the church. To the church.
I said again.
And as I enter the church, I'm gonna pull out my paladin's medallion that I was given.
Pedallion.
Yeah, when I had to take my paladin's oath,
Paladallion.
Paladallion.
signifying I'm a member of at least some sort of church.
Alright. You get to the church. The church main door is open. You walk inside. All of the symbolism and the god that this church represents are completely foreign to you.
That's fine. I'm still gonna seek out at least whoever looks like the highest ranking priest around me.
Alright. As you walk in, you noticed immediately that there's homeless and vagabonds sleeping in the church. In about a quarter of the pews full with sleeping bags or blankets and people sleeping. There is a pastor walking the grounds. You can walk up to him.
I will show him my medallion, and I'll introduce myself.
I am Gillian Gadot, a paladin from a distant kingdom, on a holy crusade under request from my god. I hope that your god is passionate enough to let those from foreign churches stay here. And if your time is not so busy as though it may be, I would like to ask if tomorrow, perhaps, you would be able to bless one of my weapons. I have a great amount of gold that I'm willing to donate for this. Up to 30 gold pieces.
He says, amazing. He says, my name is Jareth. Welcome to the Church of Cant.
Canth, how's that spelled?
However, Orc would spell it.
You said Canth?
Cant.
Okay. Is that all he has to say?
Because he can't spell.
I sure can't. He says, you are welcome here in the house of the gods. He says, take a pew if you'd like, or a floor. He says, you may sleep the night here for free. He says, I will wake you up in the morning.
Like how he says for free. Is he just
And-
30 gold?
And that blessing that I am asking about.
He says, I will talk to the other parishioners here. We will see.
Very well. Well, to help all these poor here, here's 10 gold.
And I'm going to give him 3 of my rations as well.
Wow. All right. He says, you are absolutely generous and kind, sir. He says, to be frank, you didn't look it when you walked in the door. He says, you're of a warring people. He says,
I'm ugly. But
he
I'm
says,
generous.
do you follow Canth?
No, I follow the religion of the Imperium. We follow the Golden God. For I have traveled a far distance. My father is from a warring race, and my mother, she was a priestess. I was an orphan, unaccepted by either, and raised by the Great Kingdom. I have a great debt to them.
He says, well, you are welcome here. He says, take great comfort in our church.
Well, I'll get my sleeping bag out, and I'll huddle up with the homeless people in between the church pews.
Awesome.
Make sure you pray loudly.
I will in the morning.
What? You're only half orc. What's the other half?
Amazonian.
Oh,
Human.
Technically,
Large
yes. Yeah, large human.
Large women.
Large women. So your mother was the Amazon.
My mother was the So
It's not the normal.
So-
it's not the normal half orc.
a little bit of metagaming here. They were like a warring tribe of Amazonians, where they were mostly like female dominated, and they would go and kidnap men from other tribes and
Makes
breed
sense.
with them.
Dominate them.
The orcs in this situation were actually the slaves, the whipping bitches to like these
Weird.
powerful human female women.
Yeah, not your typical.
Not your typical half orc.
So that's
Typical.
kind of better.
Checkered past.
Yeah, it's better than the other way around, I suppose.
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the same situation, just
gross
reversed.
is gross, right?
Really, if you think about it.
You buy your room, you go and stay, you sleep with the homeless. In the morning, you wake up. There's a rap at your door. A wake-up call. It's a young man. He says, breakfast is served. If you'd have it.
Of course I'd have it. Thank you, sir. Young boy. Man.
He says, I'm a man. I'm outside the door if you'd like to give me a tip. Or any sort of gratuity. He says, I'll wait here for a moment if you're not decent.
Do we have silver?
I have a silver piece, yes. I will give him my silver piece.
Oh, alright. He says, much appreciated, woman. You're very kind. He says, thank you, miss. And then,
She did not get herself decent.
and then he
As he looks down.
jeez, 3 moves. And then he moves on to the next door, and he does the same routine. And you guys
That guy
go.
probably makes a killing.
He does, and you guys go down. Yeah, he gets a better tip from the next parishioner or the next people in the next room. And you guys go down and have breakfast, and it's quite extensive. And then you wake up, and it's kind of the same, only way different. The parishioners of the church are serving breakfast, and it's basically a porridge, oat based with a little bit of meat and a little bit of vegetables in it.
Okay. I'll have my portion and then assist with handing it out to the homeless.
This is really, really nice. Give yourself 200 experience points. You're being really good to the church.
That's one of the duties of a paladin.
Yeah. Most people don't play paladins very good.
I know, most people don't.
Also, after breakfast, you were supposed to go to certain places.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to meet up with him and then
Yeah.
go back to the other place. Well, we were instructed to go to the other place, but we said we were going to meet up with him.
Right.
Essentially, when
And we should relay the information that we learned
breakfast is
to
done,
him.
I'm gonna head back to the. Well, I'm gonna ask the priest really fast if there's any news about the blessing, and then I'm gonna run
These
off.
are nuts. I don't.
Yeah, I gotta go, but
And don't forget about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm essentially gonna do that. I'm like, I gotta go, but don't forget about the blessing. I'll probably be back to sleep here tonight.
Oh, Jareth says, leave your weapon.
Okay.
We will bless it.
I will leave them my glaive.
Alright. You leave the glaive. He says, you don't mind if we wash it for you?
No.
He says, good. We will take great care in making your weapon sharp again.
Yes, please cleanse the evil that has stained my blade.
I think that'd be a good thing. Those
He nods.
fallen evil.
And you head off to the market. Is there anything you're looking for? This market's huge, by the way.
I did catch his name, but I forgot to write it down. What was it again?
Jareth.
Jareth?
And he's looking for you guys, yeah. And you head to the market. Is there anything you guys are looking for? No one trying.
Place to sell this silver box.
Seller's market's easy. You can go try and sell your wares to pretty much any trader. Buying things is a little more.
Pricey.
Well, they have, specific things they're selling typically.
Right.
3 gold pieces for the box. You all hear cry in the marketplace of a man who will identify magic goods. He will do it. He will do it for 10 gold pieces. Whatever goods you have to identify.
How much am
For
I
10
gonna?
gold pieces?
How much am I gonna get for the chainmail and the greaves that have a
Oh, I
hole?
have this
Chainmail with a hole and then
Yeah,
the
you kind of need
greaves.
to know that.
this small
The
vial of
chainmail?
red liquid.
They don't want crap for, but the greaves you can get 7
Maybe I
gold
can
pieces out
negotiate
of.
with him.
7 gold pieces.
Unless you want to,
How
You have
good is-
charisma, huh?
I do have
Roll a
charisma.
charisma check. You might get
How
a
good is
little,
this?
I got a 2.
Magic guy.
Alright, you can get 13 gold pieces
13
out of
gold
your
pieces.
armor. How good is the magic guy?
Like,
Are you going to talk to the marketeers? Or are you going to go up to this magic guy and go, how good are you?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know
Let's
if you can
test
tell me
it.
And I'm gonna hand
What's
him.
your name?
that. It's like I'm in the middle of something.
I'm in the middle of something. I'm trying to identify magic items. You guys are jerks. Oh. How did I lose it already?
Have we found Gillian yet?
Yeah, I'm at the marketplace.
Gillian!
I just told my.
He tells you his name is Dindle the Feeler.
Ew.
Ooh, Dindle the Feeler. That sounds perfect. You said 10 gold pieces?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll show you mine if you'll do mine for 5.
He says, I don't understand the context, but I'm very curious.
She wants to show you all 3 of her boobs.
He says, deal. I'll do it.
What is
Deal.
this?
Gillian can't
And I
count
show
well,
him
but that
my
number still
small vial
sounds
of red
wrong for
liquid.
some reason.
He says, it would be more profound you show the church. That is a potion of healing, ma'am. He says, you can have it for free if you show me your 3 breasts.
I will show him my 3 breasts.
Gillian is gonna ask about his
You
rainbow.
only have 2 breasts.
He's like,
I mean, unless you really want to write that down on your character sheet.
that would be funny.
I feel like I should.
A third nipple.
A third nipple. There you go.
Okay.
And a third nipple right
Yep.
in the center.
I actually indeed have a big nipple.
This is great.
Character
True story.
development.
And not only character development, but we're learning things about our
Very nice
companions.
about Shane. Congratulations, guys.
All right.
Jasper has a nipple on his neck.
One time I told my whole
nipples.
class that. I said, no, he doesn't.
He really does.
That's not how that
What
works.
about my
He
rainbow
really
oil?
does.
It's a skin tag.
It looks like a nipple.
I'm sorry, what?
What about my rainbow oil?
Actually, I showed my
Are
high
you
school
going
class.
to pay
Yeah.
the 10
Supposed to
gold to
share
get that
everything that
identified?
Yes.
Most people don't know about.
All
it.
If he's able to
And three
identify it. If he
nipples.
can't
Yeah.
identify shit, then I'm gonna not hand over the money.
He wants the money up front.
I'll give him 6 up front, and I'll tell him if he can't identify it, I'm not paying the rest.
All right, he'll take the 6 gold. He tells you that he immediately can identify it. And you're not going to like this, but here's what happens. He says, that would have been a potion of rainbow hues. The imbiber would drink the potion, concentrate on any color or chromatic color he wished to be, and he would have that color. However, it has to be stored in a metallic box. He says since this potion was not stored in a metallic box, it is useless. He says it is nothing more than oil now.
Aye, great! Then I'll drink it.
You're gonna drink the whole potion?
Yes.
Alright, roll constitution check. He says there's 7 uses.
Looks like Gillian's putting a show on for us.
Yeah, he's gonna throw
I got a
up
12.
He's gonna throw up a rainbow.
My
What's-
con's 15, so I pass.
Alright. Yeah, you drink it. It tastes like fish.
Tastes like fish.
Maybe
You're
I'll
like,
drink.
meh.
Maybe I'll drink something later that'll make it react funny in my stomach, and we'll have a potion reaction we
I
never
was
knew
gonna
existed.
say like another potion. Alright. You're down 6 gold. He doesn't charge you the other 4. He was easily able to identify it for real. You meet up with the party. Anybody need anything while you're at the market?
I don't know. Got a short sword. Got a long sword. Got a long bow and a short bow.
You should probably get rid of one of those.
Oh. What's a short bow good for?
Short bows are fast, but short range. Shorter
My
range.
other one just says bow.
Longsword's a D8, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Because I picked one of those up, but I didn't write down my damages for it.
1d8, 1d12.
Okay.
1d8 for main
Can I
size,
sell my
1d12 for
short bow?
large. Yeah.
Which one did I pick up
For how
from
much?
from Mercer?
7 gold pieces. What's that?
Which one did I pick up from Mercer?
What, the longsword?
Yeah, was it a large or was it a regular?
No. It's 1d8 for regular sized creatures, 1d12 for large creatures.
Would I be considered a large?
You probably would, actually.
Yeah.
As you described your height, you're over man size, so yeah.
It's a short.
Okay, then I'm gonna write down 1d12.
Well, it's 1d8 or 1d12.
Are
depends
like
on who
normal
you're attacking.
men like 5'8", 5'6"?
Yeah, thereabouts.
That's short.
Yeah, 5 feet was an average size of a knight back in the day. You wouldn't even be able to fit in their armor.
For real.
Yeah, they're little guys too.
And they were swinging around like the Y-handers and stuff.
On Earth.
Realistically.
Is that like real, like actual real time?
Yeah,
It's
no,
real
real
deal.
time.
Most
They
people
were
were like
They were
5
tiny
feet.
dudes.
people were shorter back in the day.
People looked like him, man. Thin and thin and scrawny.
And they were swinging
small,
around these
yeah.
full fucking like 6.5 foot swords,
Yeah, and they
bigger
were
than them.
throwing claymores around.
Yeah. Y-handers and claymores and all kinds of wild shit. Don't get me wrong, there were some big guys back in the day.
Halberds and fucking.
They were called giants.
Lutheran hammers. There's a weaponeer. There's an armorer. There's a blacksmith. if anybody needs anything.
I can't really think of anything. Are we supposed to be keeping track of like
What's
how many?
the cost of crossbow bolts here?
Oh, good.
I need to restock. I'm down to fucking
Yeah, and
7 bolts left.
I have a short bow, so I should probably buy some arrows.
A quiver of crossbow bolts is 20, and it's 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces. I'm gonna buy 2 of those fucking things. So I got 47. Shoving those in my backpack.
I don't even know how many arrows I have.
That's what I was saying too. I just got a short bow, and I did.
Oh yeah, I never calculated the arrows for the short bows.
No, yeah.
Ilian 11, Fleet 9.
I've noticed archers in the.
They're flight arrows. They do 1d6 damage.
I don't think I've ever written down
to
the
exactly
other amount of arrows that I have. I can't find it.
30 gold left.
I don't think you did either.
I want to buy more.
How many was I supposed to have?
I'm gonna say you didn't have any,
Wow.
so that'll be fun.
Rude.
If you'd like to buy arrows, flight arrows are 20 for a gold piece.
That's for a short bow? What about for-
They'll work for a short bow or a long bow. Chafe arrows
What's the difference?
are 5 for a gold piece.
What's-
Chafe arrows are like hunting arrows.
And then the other flight arrows are...
Flight arrows are like a stick with a pointy tip.
Oh. So the other arrows, the arrows, the 11 arrows that I have are what?
They're flight arrows.
I bought 2, so I have 49 arrows now.
That's about as many as you would ever want to carry.
Okay. And
It's
how
like
many
2.5 quivers of arrows.
how many arrows can I? How much are the arrows? The chafe arrows?
The chafe arrows are 5 arrows for a gold piece.
It's 5 arrows for a gold piece.
You cannot reasonably carry more than 40 arrows or so.
So what is that? 8 gold pieces?
No,
No.
that 5, 10. It'd be 10.
10 gold pieces? Okay. So I have 40.
Be
No,
8
8.
gold pieces.
Yeah, 8 gold
But,
pieces.
yeah. So you're gonna buy 40 chafe arrows
Yeah.
and just drop the flight arrows and just be like, man, I don't need those.
You know, that's
Oh.
actually.
Because I can't carry more?
You could carry reasonably. You could carry a couple more, but carrying like 60 arrows is carrying like 3 quivers of arrows on your back. That'd be weird.
Okay, well, then in that case, I'm going to drop what I have. Or sorry, not buy that many.
There you go.
6? 8? 6.
6 gold pieces, 30
Yeah.
arrows.
I think I want to ditch my flight arrows
Okay.
and do the chafe arrows instead also. And I will do the same 30.
So 6 gold pieces. You already spent what, 2? So
Yeah.
4 more
more.
gold pieces. Yeah.
So, what's their damage?
1d8.
Oh, I guess I need to write that down, right? So the flight arrows are 1d6.
Yeah, I know what it is, so you just tell
Okay.
me what kind of arrow you're using. But you guys both bought chafe arrows.
I
so-
still have mouthy arrows. I have 4 of them.
Mouthy arrows.
Yeah, mouthy arrows, which you never got identified. You could identify them for 10 gold.
What do you mean I never got them identified?
They're mouthy arrows, dude. You never
Like,
got
you
them
don't know their
identified.
proper name. You don't know what they actually
You don't know what
Oh.
they do or what they are.
Well, I know what they do. I hit somebody with one.
Yeah, and it was good.
I like tore through them.
I like mouthy.
Chomp, chomp.
I like mouthy arrows. It's way funner than identifying them anyway. So, You guys all meet up, and you've bought in your arrows. Is there anything else that you wanted?
Me?
Yeah, crazy ass orc.
Not at the moment.
Okay,
I'll think about it later.
then to the barracks.
Thanks for coming along on this wild journey with us. Do you think our team will conquer the quest, or will everybody die?
Until next time, may your dice roll in your favor.
If you like what you heard, please press the appropriate buttons.